Bitcoin has been going down for a long time. Like, as you can see, December 2017. It's been over a year since like the peak. I know it's been very quiet. It's been decreasing all the time. And I think for myself, now is a really good time to buy back into it. The hype is gone, it's quiet. And I think it's like the quiet before the storm, so no one pays attention. It's not being hyped, it's not being pumped up, and it's been like a sixth of what it used to be before. And there's, for me, absolutely no question that it's gonna be back at, what is it, 19,000. There's no other technology that has been so distributed and has been like constantly under development that much. So like the Bitcoin is gonna go back to 19,000. There's no question for that is gonna happen. And even when it reached 19,000, people said like, oh, that's nothing. It's gonna reach 500,000, and even, yeah, I can see that too. And like, it needs to reach 500,000 because before that, it's gonna stay a volatile kind of currency with like 20,000. It goes back up, back goes down. It can be very easily influenced by like small amounts of money comparable to what it would be if billions and billions would go into it, or like basically trillions at that point. Yeah. So what I'm thinking right now is there's no hype going on. It's been dropping a lot. For me, the question that it goes back to 19,000 is, there's no question, just based on the technology, what it is. It's a currency that can't be controlled, can't be manipulated, except for like influenced by media and news, which gonna end at some point with more and more adoption, which happens just over time. So seeing that it's been already a year makes it now like very interesting to buy, because once the hype goes back up, it's gonna go beyond like 90,000 if money is being pumped into it back again. This is insane. I don't know. Like, we see Bitcoin being developed further and further. It's being adopted more and more, and it's quiet. There's no hype going on, which is good, because now I think the time is to buy some when no one pays attention. Because like once it's on a hype again and it's being pumped up and it goes beyond what it was before, beyond the peak, as it always goes, it goes up and then drops below. Once it goes beyond the last peak of 20,000, there might be no possibility to get a Bitcoin anymore. Then it's going to be only fractions of a Bitcoin that can be bought. I think fundamentally the question is can I see it as being something that will be implemented, adopted further? Is it something that is going to have a use? So going by that, it's the global currency. The fees are very low. Transaction times are very low. It can be inflated. It can be printed. It can be controlled. No one can just suddenly freeze your account or just no one has control over it. So is it something useful? Yeah, I think so. Is there something comparable to it? I don't see anything except there are other cryptocurrencies, but there's always going to be Bitcoin, the grandfather of like all the coins. It's going to be, even though I see other cryptocurrencies going, the most adopted, the most established coin is Bitcoin. You have ATMs, you have Bitcoin ATMs, you have so much news, so much PR already done, be it bad or be it positive. It's like everyone already knows what Bitcoin is to an extent, basically, or like, and even if people don't see the value yet, that doesn't mean the value isn't there already. So all that kind of like factors into why I think in the long term Bitcoin is going to be a really important established currency beside other local currencies. So that's my opinion. I think like everyone can like needs to think for themselves, but that's what I think. Now, to how to buy Bitcoin, I don't know, like you can use Coinbase, which, yeah, which comes very handy. Like I would say, like don't leave your coins on it. Maybe send it to your own wallet. You shouldn't have like any coins, especially like with Quadriga being hacked, or the founder dying, and then no one has access to the funds, or like you see other exchanges being hacked. Don't leave coins on exchanges, but for buying online easily, like Coinbase is a good solution. And one interesting thing is also you can buy yourself, like what I call price cost averaging is like instead of like buying now like a whole Bitcoin and then being upset about it dropping to, I don't know, 1,000 before it actually go into a bull market again. The idea is that you buy every week or every month some Bitcoin, so like that price is never like you never bought it at the highest point, and you never like if you buy it at 5,000 and 2,000, you reach the middle basically. It's like yeah, so which is really cool because you can do that with Coinbase. Coinbase you can even set repeated buys, so you can say like I want to buy like $100 worth every month, which is not, I would want to have more than that, but like let's say every month for $100. And then it doesn't matter whether or not like Bitcoin is now like at 3,000 or like next month like 4,000, and then next month again back at 3,000, because it doesn't matter, because you're always like buying in an average basically. And right now Bitcoin is like at 3,600, so which is actually pretty cheap. What else is there? I don't know, it's pretty straightforward for me. So another question is like, how much longer, because we are in a bear market, everyone knows it, it's been dropping, and how much longer would it take for it to turn around in the bull market again? It's being hyped and like people start buying again. Does it really take that much longer? Are we close to the bottom? I don't know, but I know like we are already only at a sixth of what it once like peaked at. Which means like even it doesn't matter, like even if it drops further, like at some point it's gonna, as long as like you obviously do see the value in it as a currency and you can see it as something that's being adopted, then it doesn't matter whether or not like it still keeps dropping a little bit. But something in me tells me like 14 months later, it's been 14, 15 months, I get this feeling like this might be like getting to an end soon. So this is not financial advice. If you want to buy it, buy it. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. This is my opinion why I think now is a really good point or time to start like acquiring more and more Bitcoin, or like start while it's still possible. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you think, and if you would like to see certain, or if you have any questions. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how many more videos I make. But yeah. Okay. Bye.